Hey everyone, today I have for you guys another video on my Minnie Mouse party series. This is on this cake topper. I'm going to show you guys how to make it from start to finish. I hope you like it and this video helps you out. I'm starting off by uploading my files that I need. I have this Minnie Mouse SVG that I got off of Etsy, and I tried looking for it to link it in my previous video that I made and I could not find it. So I'll just leave different links, and also there's lots of, you can get the image off of Google. If you're making it for yourself, get it off of Google, or even on Pinterest. There's a lot of free templates, so I would suggest doing something like that if you can't find it on Etsy. So I'm just uploading my Minnie Mouse head, my Mickey head, and I'm gonna do the cut image and upload that. I want the Mickey head to be hollow, so I want the Minnie Mouse to be right in the center and then the words on the outside. So I'm just creating this circle and I'm gonna center it in the middle of the ears. And I'm just gonna slice this, select it, now delete the parts that I don't need. And since you can only slice 2 items at once, that's why I'm doing ear by ear. And then I'm gonna do the centerpiece, slice this section, and delete what I don't need. But if you wanted to keep the Mickey head, you could do it just like it is and not have to worry about it basically. I didn't want the ears to be connected to the center section, so I just created another circle and sliced everything until I was happy with the image, and I'm just sizing the Minnie Mouse to fit the center. I just worked with it until I was happy with my design. I usually make my cake toppers around 6 inches, so you can just work with it until you have the perfect size for your cake. Now I'm adding my happy birthday. I'm using Hello Najwa. And I'm gonna curve it a little bit just so it'll kind of be a little arched on the ears, but you see how it's spaced out. I'm going to ungroup the letters. When you ungroup it, it makes each letter individual, so you can move the letters around. So right now it is all one word, and I'm going to ungroup. And now you can move each individual letter. I'm just gonna move them so they're all touching each other, and that way when I cut it out, it doesn't cut out letter by letter, it cuts out one smooth word. After I have it the way I want it, I'm going to weld it, and that just makes it one word, and when it cuts out, it doesn't cut letter by letter even if they are touching. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the happy word. Weld it, and now I'm just going to move the Mickey head back and just adjust it to the size that I want and curve it a little bit more. So I think that looks good. I want 3 layers of each word. The more layers you have, the stronger the cake topper is. That's why I'm doing 3 layers. And also, if I do 3 different colors, it gives the words a nice pop and it stands out a little bit more. So that's why I'm doing 3 different layers of the happy birthday, and I'm gonna do 3 different colors. So I'm just gonna do 3 layers, and I'm gonna do a white, black in the center, and then pink. And I'm gonna move them so they're not directly on top of each other, and you can see a little bit of the black. I'm just gonna duplicate the Mickey head because that one's gonna go in the back and that one's gonna be cut out of poster paper. To create my words with shadows or outlines, I go to picmonkey.com and I type in the words that I want. I make it a black font, and then I just do an outline and make it as thick or as thin as I would like it. Then I just go to my snip and sketch. This is what I have on my computer, and just basically do like a screenshot of the screen, and I just screenshot the words and I upload it onto my design space and delete the background. It's super easy, and this is what works for me. I know there's different softwares out there that you can use to create a shadow or an outline on a word, but this is what works best for me. So if you guys have any tips, or if you use another easy program, let us know so we can all share ideas. And I'm just going to make it the size that I need to fit the Mickey head, and the thicker layer is going to go on the back, so I'm just going to send it to the back, and I'm just going to make them the color that I want them to be. So send to the back, and just it goes perfectly in the center, and you don't have to struggle with any other programs. Now I'm using this mounting foam tape that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna use this in between the two Mickeys, and in between the two Mickey heads, just to give it more of a like a 3D effect. You could just glue it directly onto the Mickey head, the first layer, but I wanted to do a 3D layer, so that is why I'm using the mounting tape. And I just cut it with my scissors to make it thin, so you won't be able to see on the outside. After I've added all the little pieces to the Mickey head, I go ahead and add that glitter layer, which is the top layer, and just center it and put it on right on top, just as best as you can, just so you don't see the bottom poster paper layer. Now I'm just using my Elmer's glue, and I'm just gonna glue this. I'm just gonna glue all the layers of the happy birthday together. And actually apparently mines were not touching, so you can see that it cut the happy into two different words and then the birthday into two different words as well. So that's why I said make sure that all the letters are touching before you weld, so that when it cuts out in one single piece. I'm just putting it over top of each layer and then moving the letters a little bit so you can see the previous layer. Like I said, I cut my Minnie Mouse by hand, and I left a little white border around it just because I thought that would look a little bit cuter. So I did that, and then I traced it on a piece, and then I traced it on a piece of poster paper, and I'm just going to glue this to the back of it just to make it a little bit stronger. And I also cut this by hand, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted to cut just something small so it'll give it a little bit, make it a little bit stronger. And I'm just gluing this with my Elmer's glue and adding a little bit of this crafting tape that I found at Dollar Tree. I do like it. It just takes a little bit longer to dry, as well as the tacky glue that they sell there, but it does work. You can also use your glue gun for this. The white happy birthday, I made that layer in poster board. So I always try to make that first layer poster board or poster paper just so it'll be really strong, and then the rest of them are cardstock. And it really does make a difference. Now I'm just gluing my Mickey head to a skewer stick. I bought these from Walmart. They were $1 for like 100, I think, and they're the really long ones. I would recommend either cutting them in half or buying the ones that are specifically for cakes or cake pops. I left mine long because I wasn't sure how long I needed it to be, but now that I know, you just need to cut it in half and put the pointy side, make the pointy side the bottom part. That way when you stick it to the cake, it is nice and strong. I'm just gluing it right in the center. And now I'm just going to glue my Minnie Mouse right in the center. I did notice that it wasn't long enough to touch the bottom part of the Mickey head, so I just cut off a little piece of poster board and just glued it to the legs. That way all of it was touching the Mickey head, and you weren't going to see this part anyways because Camila's name is going to be right there. And I just used my glue gun for this. And now I'm trying to decide if I wanted Camila's name to be 3D or if I want it to be flat, but I decided I want it to be a little bit 3D, so I used the mounting tape to put her name on there, and I just used a little bit of hot glue gun to make sure it was really strong and it wasn't going to come off with the glitter. And now I'm just gonna glue the happy together and the birthday together, just so it's one word, and just position it where I want it to go and glue it down with my hot glue gun. And basically this is it. Super easy. It is a little bit tedious, but it's super easy. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it helpful. I'm gonna leave everything that I used in the description box, as well as some helpful tools. If you like this video, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.